We are headed south to the Cohutta Wilderness. The Cohutta and the Big Frog Loop Wilderness Loop is approximately 71 miles that wraps around the Cohutta Wilderness, the Chattahoochee National Forest, and the Cherokee National Forest. And it's absolutely beautiful when it's not raining and completely covered in clouds. Phil Kinney and I got to camp just at dark and started setting up.
No problem.
Just a little mud today. While waiting for everybody to arrive, we cracked some Country Boy beers and looked at the maps for the following day. The rain just started picking up when we heard someone coming. First to arrive was Will from Forge Overland, followed by John and Ken from Middle Tennessee Overland, Justin from Lifted Adventures, and finally Rob from Revere Overland. Everybody took their time setting up camp, have some beers, cooking some dinner. These guys can cook. It was a pretty relaxed night and everyone got to bed pretty early. The next morning, everybody woke up kind of slowly, made their own form of coffee, and cooked some breakfast. Of course, John showed up everybody else with his giant wok. Shortly after that, it was time to get on the road and see how far we could get that day. Now we're back on the trail. We got 77 miles to do, I think. Can't wait to see where the trail takes us today. This is not a difficult trail by far. It's service roads that range between well-maintained to definitely needing some love. But overall, you cannot beat the Tennessee-Georgia mountains. We brought along a new piece of gear we bought called walkie-talkies. They're just extremely durable walkie-talkies. I know all the ham snobs out there will talk some trash, but we picked these up because we usually go out with new people who don't have any communication. Plus, these things are great for spotting. I gave one to Justin, and back at the gas station I gave one to Phil. These things did not disappoint. Full review to come in another video. Our first stop of the day around lunchtime was Tumbling Creek. After a quick lunch, John got his fly rod out to try his hand at fishing. Though he caught nothing, his form is majestic. This place was so beautiful, I put a little waypoint on our Gaia maps, and we moved on. Just as I was getting my Red Arc Tow Pro Elite adjusted just the way I like it, we hit a nice little roadblock. The guys sprung into action and made quick work of it. I will say the best time of year to see this is in the winter. Without leaves on the trees, you could see for miles. There were a lot of miles to cover if we were going to finish in one day. Everybody put the hammer down, and I'll admit, it was hard to keep up with the trailer. Near the end of the day, everybody spread out, did their own pace. "71 miles later, I arrived at camp at dark just in time to see how Forge Overland lights his fires. lunch, more Country Boy beer, some of the meanest venison steak I've ever had. We hung out for a bit and then went to bed. We all went our separate ways in the morning. That was an awesome weekend trip.